What's going on, guys? It's Tracky here, and welcome back to Game 6 of the 2015 World Series. So today is the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Texas Rangers. Taking out the Phillies lineup here today, we have Christian Yelich, Joe Panic, Albert Pujols, Josh Reddick, Mookie Betts, Luis Valbuena, Nick Swisher, Brad Miller, and Ryan Hanigan. So the Phillies heading into this looking to win, because if they don't, it's all over. And today the guy trying to make sure that they don't win is Michael Wacha. He's 0-1 in the playoffs with a 4.42 ERA. 3 games started, 18 1/3 pitched. He's given up 19 hits, walked 3, and struck out 17. Now, this is the guy the Rangers did pick first as far as pitchers. This is the first pitcher they did take. And he was going to be their number 1 until they decided that they were going to go with Cliff Lee. But this guy struggled in the beginning of the season, and then he came back and actually had a pretty good half of the second half of the season. So, as you can see there, he gave up a hit on the second pitch of the ball game, goes into left field. Diane Viciato makes a throwing error, and that automatically puts a guy on second. But he does strike out Albert Pujols in the 0-2 count now, and well, just another nice strikeout against the lefty. So Michael Wacha looking to have a good day today to allow his team to come away with a victory and be the 2015 World Series champions. So through the first, the top half of the first, he does give up 1 hit, but other than that, nothing. So now we're looking at the Rangers lineup. They have Dyson, Anthony Rendon, who's been very, very good, Mike Trout, Nelson Cruz, Yan Gomes, Prince Fielder struggling, Diane Viciato, Philip Kaw, and Marcus Semien. So they're going to be looking to win Game 6 and take it home today, and Jordan Zimmerman is going to be trying to prevent that. 3-0 in the playoffs, 1.34 ERA, 35 strikeouts. So very, very solid in the 33 and 2/3 innings he's pitched. So he did shut us down the first inning. Second inning here, though, Michael Wacha back out, striking guys out. That's Mookie Betts. Have a seat. And that'll bring up Luis Valbuena.
News story. That ball hit a ton by Luis Valbuena, and it will go. They're on the board. Valbuena's been hot here as of late.
So Luis Valbuena was just a shot to right field. It only went 389, but it looked like it went 500. He just got a hold of that curveball. Wacha kind of just, yeah, he just fucking absolutely destroyed it. So top of the second here, 2-1 count. Michael Wacha does get out of the inning. Don't know why Fielder threw to second instead of just stepping on first, but he did what he did, and it doesn't matter. So through 1.5 innings, the Phillies do jump out to an early 1-0 lead, but the Rangers are definitely not going to let that stand for long, hopefully. And Michael Wacha still coming out here, strikes out Christian Yelich high and in with some nice high heat. And Draw Dyson here gets a good swing on the bat, and that's going to be all the way into right center. It'll bounce, hit the wall. Dyson just really, really fast. Glides in the third, easy. And had there been any problems, I'm sure that would have been an inside the Parker. So Nelson Cruz, the slugger, comes up to bat, 2-1 count, good pitch, sees it, and that's into center field to score the first run for the Rangers. So they come right back, and they're not messing around, 2 innings later. But it's now 1-1, and then unfortunately Yan Gomes would fly out to center field. So nothing else would happen, but they do get themselves on the board. So now we got a tie game, and this is a big game, man. I'm telling you, it's a big game. I mean, there's a good chance that whoever wins this game will win tomorrow's game. Well, that was weird. It's a good chance that whoever wins this game will be the World Series winner. So, if Texas wins it, well, obviously they win the World Series. But Philadelphia, you give them that momentum going into Game 7. I don't know that that's something you really want to mess with. So, anyway, back to the game here. Anthony Rendon with a nice shot up the middle. Not even a shot, just a nice little roller. Just gets right past the shortstop. That brings up the best player in the bigs, Mike Trout, and he sent this one right back up the middle. So 2 good base hits in a row. Rendon thought about going to third, but easily would have been out. So good decision to hold up at second there. And now that brings Yan Gomes up, the catcher, who's got good power, good hitter, good behind the plate. And, well, unfortunately, he flies out to right field. So the Rangers leave 2 on, and now here they're going to bring in Jerry Blevins, who has been okay in the playoffs. 8 games pitched, 2.25 ERA, 8 innings and 9 strikeouts. And right off the bat, Luis Valbuena with another just bomb. It almost got out. That got there pretty quick. And that'll bounce off, and he'll be in there with a triple. Actually, a good throw. Had Dyson not struggled, it probably would have been held to a double. Or if Valbuena would have tried, he would have been gunned down. But Valbuena does get in there with a triple, so that's not good news for the Rangers. Just a nice swing right there. Really just got into that. So, yeah. Top of the 7th here. Runner on 3rd. And the good old suicide squeeze will get him home. He was there pretty easy. Good bunt. And that makes the score 2-1. So top of the 7th. Brad Miller takes off for 2nd. And he'll be gunned down by Yan Gomes. Yan Gomes with a very, very good arm. You don't really want to test him. He can call a game pretty well. And he can just gun guys down. You know, he's not somebody you really want to mess with. So Tyler Clippard here in the bottom of the 9th in for the save. Mike Trout is going to start this off with a fly out to the pitcher. No, he's not. He's going to get right down. Clippard misses it, backhands it, but Trout's there. So runner on 1st with Nelson Cruz up, looking to maybe walk off. But Trout taking 2nd. Good idea. No outs. Runner on 2nd. Looking pretty good to tie this up. Cruz with a rip to left field. That'll go right to the left fielder. So Trout can advance on that. And that'll add 1 out to the category. Unfortunately, Yan Gomes did the same exact thing. And Prince Fielder does the same exact thing. Well, kind of. His was up, but it didn't get out. So Phillies take Game 6 of the World Series. So this will be moving into Game 7 for the 2nd year in a row. Last year, the Giants and the Royals. And the Giants did win just barely. And I expect tomorrow to be a pretty good game. You know, these teams are both, you know, especially the Phillies. Now, you come back to the other team's stadium. The AL had home field advantage. And you're in their place now. And you just took Game 6 from them. You got to be feeling good about yourselves going into Game 7. I mean, and you know, the Rangers are still at home, and they were arguably the best team in baseball this year after those first 2 months that were just a struggle for them. So I think this is going to be a great Game 7. Jordan Zimmerman picks up the win. Jerry Blevins with the loss. Just kind of a pitching duel today. I mean, not a lot of hits, no runs hardly at all. Only 3 total between both teams. So something that we don't see that often with this Rangers team. They tend to score a lot of runs now. You know, like I said, in the beginning of the season they struggled, but now they've kind of became a new team. Luis Valbuena had a huge day today. Well, for a day that didn't have much offense. He gets 1 home run, 1 RBI, 3 for 4, and just a good performance. You know, something that the Rangers kind of lacked today. Like, I mean, they had guys get on base. They just didn't have what they needed. They didn't do what they usually do. So, yeah. That's going to be it for Game 6, though. And I thought he was walking down the bases the wrong way. Luis Valbuena gets player of the game. Phillies take Game 6. And final score is 2-1 Phillies. So, it's been Tracky, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. And, yeah. See you guys later. Peace.